photo, pour so photogenic. All I know is to go get it. Shoot my shot, now I ain't gon' miss it. All I know is to go get it. All my life I've been a go-getter. All I know is to go get it. Wake up in the morning, kiss my son, then go get it. Go get it.
Today, from TIAA Bank Field in Jacksonville, Florida,
set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. Taken in at the 3. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. So here's the first drive now for the Jags. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3" quarterback.
After seeing what he did last week, throwing 4 touchdown passes, I had to go to my thesaurus to try and come up with some great words for what he did. I'm still coming up blank. He was scintillating.
I'm going simple. I don't have your thesaurus. I'm going dynamite. He was dynamite.
I'll take it.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. The numbers on the ground for Etienne last week. 17 carries, 91 yards.
After the last game, they have plenty of reason to be confident in their running game. And even though they're facing a top 10 defense, they're not going to shy away from doing what they do best. Make them adjust to them. Make them stop what they do before they go to any type of a change-up.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Draw play, Etienne. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47. Well, this defense for the Raiders, they played extremely well last week in the win over Atlanta.
And what keyed their victory? The pass rush. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks, and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well. Hard to throw the ball downfield when all you're seeing is opposing jerseys come at you.
From the gun on 3rd down. Barry. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 30. 23 yards on the play. Well, on 3rd down, he wanted to go to one of his most dependable targets, and that's who he found, his tight end there, to pick up the first, Charles.
And you use the proper word there, dependable. And sometimes spectacular, because tight ends nowadays, they can do it all. But they're the guys you trust, especially across the middle of the field where there's traffic. He delivers, and they pick up nice yardage.
Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. Well, these sacks are really piling up. Last week, it was a half-dozen sacks. And here's one on the opening drive.
And it has the potential to be what we call a gap, a game-altering play. Because, let's face it, you just mentioned 6 sacks last week. Now, if you're an offense and you saw that on tape, you've got to think to yourself, maybe I bring people in, keep them in, and try and protect my quarterback. It didn't work on that play.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And the Jags are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And they'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. It's the fullback. His first touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So now it's the Raiders' turn to go on offense for the first time. And they will be led out by their signal caller in his second year in the NFL now. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Back to throw. Montgomery. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Throwing on first down. Montgomery. They'll find Everett there, complete. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. The numbers a week ago for Everett. 9 catches, 64 yards.
And he's able to pull that last pass in, but this is usually a pretty tough unit to try and maneuver against. They're in the top 10 in the league against the pass, and you and I both know there's not much difference between 1 and 10.
So, Charles, you look at this offense, what a start to the season. 5 wins without a loss. When do you think that you start believing that maybe you're in the midst of something special?
Well, you and I both know every head coach never wants that thought to creep into a locker room. But the truth of the matter is, not quite at this time, because if we look at the Steelers in 2020, they're a great example. Remember, they started 11-0, then lost 5 of 6 and went out in the first round. But I think if you get toward mid-November, the Thanksgiving time frame, and you're still doing this, that's when things start to get real for a ball club.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Operating from the gun, Montgomery. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 20-yard line. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. The Raiders at a perfect 5-0 here to begin the campaign. And they've certainly found their groove of late, winners of 5 in a row.
And this team is absolutely playing their best football right now. This is the best that we've seen them play in a long time, partner. Sky's the limit as far as they're concerned. Their confidence really soaring.
1st and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. Looking to throw. Montgomery. Working the middle here. That's complete to Moreau, the tight end. A gain of 7 that time. 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. A great effort there. His first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Raiders are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. And that caps off what was really a balanced opening drive for them, Charles. They work in the rushing game and the aerial attack, and they end it with a touchdown.
Strong in so many ways, wasn't it, partner? Their ability to throw it and run it and accomplish their goal, they've got to like the way that they started this ball game.
Tucker with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive, and it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. So time to see Jacksonville again on offense for the 2nd time here in this game. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
2nd and 6. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Straight ahead, Etienne. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. And the Raiders call on a nickel set for third down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw.
He'll get this out to the flat for Etienne.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 49-yard line. Operating from the gun, Barry, and completes it to Kirk over the middle.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
To throw on 2nd down, Barry, open target here, Darius Slayton. His first catch, good for 8 and a 1st down. Back to throw again. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
And he's going to get this down near the 25. 2nd and 2.
Off the play fake, Barry.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Nate Hobbs. And the Raiders are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Montgomery going for Metcalf on the deep ball.
Into a sea of defenders and intercepted.
Shaquille Griffin with a pick.
And the Jags are going to take possession of the football.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
A shotgun snap, and again to Etienne. Down to the 42, 2nd down.
These two teams all tied after one.
On 2nd down, Etienne once more. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32.
On 1st down, Barry. This one to Slayton over the middle. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Barry
looking for the out route here, and it's completed to Kirk. And they're going to move it down inside the 25. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
On 3rd and 2, Barry got a man, Slayton. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
They'll run with Etienne.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Over the middle, he's got his tight end, Ingram. Nice job there after the setback, 11 yards, and now it's 2nd and goal. They'll look to throw again.
He targets Ingram for another grab.
They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. The Jaguars on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and goal. Again, he'll drop to throw. Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Jaguars have taken the lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And that makes the score 14-7.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing off.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. And the Jaguars are going to take possession of the football.
CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Throwing on first down. Barry. That ball caught by Slayton. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. Running out of the gun with Etienne. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Travis Etienne. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Jags are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. An extra point by Sly is up and good. And it's now 21-7. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. This taken in at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. And the defense coming through on third down. A loss of 7 to bring up fourth.
On is the punter man as he boots this one away.
That'll be a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10.
Jacksonville offense gets the ball back. Travis Etienne and company head back out there.
And we checked the rushing numbers so far here into week 6, and the returns have been really good. Now, you're starting to hit that stride middle of the season toward the end. They're certainly hoping they can keep up this production.
They are, because one of the adages in the NFL is that defense travels and defense endures even in bad weather, right? You know what else does? A good running game. And people want that, especially as you head down the stretch. You may play outdoors in some nasty stuff. You're trying to get to the playoffs. This is the time to get it going. And individually, I don't think you should just think about 1,000 yards either. The bar has to be set higher with this beginning.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Off play action. Barry. This is caught. It's Kirk. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 31-yard line. Etienne up the middle. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Here comes the blitz as they look to throw. And he's brought down, but not before a gain of 13, down to the 13. 1st and 10 in the red zone. Now they'll throw here out of the gun toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again.
Barry. And he comes back with one complete. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
29 is Mike 29.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he'll go down, brought down at the 20-yard line. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Sly able to put this one through.
And they will open things up a bit more. It's 24-7.
So 3 points there, and they continue to build this first half lead.
Yeah, every little bit helps, and the more that you can put together drives and start controlling the tempo, controlling possession, finishing with points, the better off you're going to be.
Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Yeah, we saw that from up here, CD. A tug on the face mask, and the flag comes out.
And we saw that last week they had some defensive miscues like that, and they told us that they had worked hard on it in practice and thought they had it all cleaned up, but obviously the message hasn't really sunk in.
Throwing to start the drive. Montgomery, flush to his right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now here's a throw that's complete. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. From the gun on 3rd down. Montgomery working the middle here. That's complete to Everett, the tight end.
And he is going to have the Raiders first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5.
Back to throw. Montgomery
on the slant. Burks. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. To throw on 2nd down. Montgomery. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Looking to throw. Montgomery firing quickly here, and that's complete. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot. Operating from the gun, Montgomery. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. It's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. An incomplete pass on 1st down. Here's 2nd and goal. Back to throw. Montgomery. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown.
Traylon Burks
In the final seconds of the first half.
And the Raiders are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And the lead down to 10, 24-14.
So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
So time perhaps for one final kneel down before they take this lead to the locker room.
Where's 52? Watch 52. 52.
And with time running down, they go down to a knee. So we hit the halftime break here in Jacksonville with the Jags on top. As we now go downstate.
Message received here. No need to wait. We're going to skip halftime and get right back to the action. Here comes the third quarter. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Raider offense ready to go here to start the third quarter. And they trail here to begin the second half. What's going to be a key for them to get back in the game?
I think they're right there, and I think this game is still up for the taking for them because we always talk about turnovers. They had 2 of them in the first half, and once you start talking about if you have 3, 4, or 5, you know it's beyond difficult to try and win a football game with that. Those have to be eliminated. If they take care of the ball, they've still got a shot.
Looking to throw on second down. Montgomery.
It's complete. Burks.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Montgomery flushed out right. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. It'll go in the books as a sack and a loss of a yard, but more importantly, it leads to 4th down. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. It's a 46-yard punt, 2 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Here comes the Jags offense now. Time for their first possession of half number 2. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys are tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. To throw on second down. Barry.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
From the gun on 3rd down. Barry. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. It's a pickup of 6.
A handoff for Etienne.
And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
On 2nd down, Etienne once more.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. And the Raiders call on a nickel set here for 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Barry finds his tight end Ingram. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Barry. That's complete to Slayton.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Back to throw. Barry. That's going to be caught by Kirk.
And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Here's a give to Etienne.
And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Looking to throw. Barry. Catch made by Slayton. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders 16.
They'll run. It's Etienne.
And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10.
Ball sits on the 10, 2nd and 5. On the counter, Etienne.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. On 3rd and 2, Barry. And Ingram hauls it in. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal.
Brown will get it into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Sly on for the extra point.
And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. That one was an extended drive, 14 plays all told, and it culminates in a Jags touchdown.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Now left side on the swing pass. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Off the play fake, Montgomery. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. To throw on 3rd down, Montgomery. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. Here's the Raiders punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
As they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
A give, it's Etienne off the option.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. The offense on 3rd down, they've been outstanding. 7 first downs and 8 tries. This will be 3rd and 6. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. 4th down. And the Jaguars send out their punter. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. A 40-yard punt, 5 yards on the return.
And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Throwing to start the drive. Montgomery stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. You got the big lead defensively. willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Back to throw. Montgomery. He's got his man. That's Everett, the tight end. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And his throw's going to be incomplete. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Operating from the gun. Montgomery to the right side and complete to Metcalf. And the Jags with 5 in the secondary now on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Montgomery. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
This has obviously been a bad loss, but one of the few things they can still do is try and throw the ball all the way to the end zone and get some points on the board so they're not shut out over the final 2 quarters of this game.
They'll try and run for it. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29.
So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10.
Back to throw. Montgomery.
He'll get this over the middle here to Palmer. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line.
And the Raiders are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. It's their quarterback with his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game.
And the Raiders have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
Tucker with the extra point, and the lead is trimmed down to 10. So that drive goes a full 80 yards in 10 plays. And it's capped off by a touchdown run of 6 yards.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
On 2nd down, ETN once more.
And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line.
3rd and 5, so they bring in an extra defensive back.
Expecting pass. Looking to throw. Barry. And the Raiders have got him. Chandler Jones in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. And the Jaguars send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. So possession goes over here on the punt, and the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news, but this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. 2nd and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7.
Operating from the gun, Montgomery.
That, I believe, will put him over 100 yards receiving for the game. Yes, it will. And he's got a 1st down to boot.
Back to throw. Montgomery.
That pass taken in by Burks. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Looking to throw. Montgomery throwing middle, and it's complete.
And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. On 1st and 10, Montgomery escaping the pressure right. And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down. Operating from the gun, Montgomery. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line.
7 yards left for 2nd down. Ball at the 10.
He's got it. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Picked up by Andre Sisco.
He's at the 50, 30, 10, 5, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Now Joey Sly for the point after.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6.
Things started off exciting. This one had a high-scoring first half, and nobody let their foot off the gas in the second half either, Charles. And, you know, for them, a really nice victory in a high-scoring output.
You're right about that because so many times we'll see teams come out slow and take a while to get going, and points become a little bit harder to score near the end of games, as we know, because everyone tightens down. But no such issues in this game. The scoring started right away and held up at a steady clip the remainder of the game.
So for the Jaguars, they're good.
Yeah, that my Brooklyn, go see Chirac, Southside, C12, 911, grr to the reality, we still outside. Mine on the riches, hard in the trenches. You can't throw dirt on the underground, we thrive in it. Ghana boys stocks on the rise, Charlie, this flex know they ready. See, we without a ride, nobody.